soup today. Got this little stove going. Son of a gun, just getting hot. Today we're going to make some soup, and hopefully we won't burn ourselves to death doing it. And let me just start by saying hello, campers and bushcrafters. We all know what ramen noodle soup is. Dave Canterbury many times has shown cooking ramen noodle soup. It's good, it's loaded with carbohydrates. The salt replenishes a lot of salt lost in sweating and things like that. And it's cheap. Today I'm going to show you something that's a little twist on it. One of the problems we have with bushcraft is space economy in our pack, weight. We're always concerned with that. Well, the thing about the ramen noodle soup, on its own, it's rather bland. And this little block, even though it's not huge, takes up a pretty good bit of room. Now, what I've done is I've come up with a way to take these two products, the Lipton chicken noodle soup, common, everyday Lipton noodle soup, and the top ramen. The deal is, top ramen's very bland. It doesn't have a lot of the spices and soup stock in it that makes it palatable. On the other end, the Lipton soup is loaded with the flavor, the stock, the little protein and so forth made from the chicken, the stock. It's the good part, the flavor of the soup, and where all the important nutrients other than calories are. Well, if you take both of these, take one package of this and one package of this, then you got a pretty good soup, and you got to flavor it a little bit, and we'll get into that. I want you to take notice of the size of these two packages. Okay, you see the ramen, you see the Lipton, you see the size of that, right? Okay, now for our pack, space saving, just crumble it up, and I mean a bunch, which I just did and just made this bag blow out. It's alright, it's not a party unless something gets broken. I'm going to put all this soup in here. Now the little stock packet, I really don't need it. Alright, so crumble this up. Another thing is, I don't want a mile of noodles to have to untangle when I'm trying to eat. Getting it everywhere. You know, we don't have out in the field a lot of times the eating implements that we do at home. Sometimes we have to manage with what we bring in our packs, and it's not quite the same. Now we're going to add the Lipton soup, and as you can see up on top, look at the difference. You see the color? Look down here, that's where all the ramen noodle soup is. Up here is where the Lipton noodle soup is. See the little bits of chicken? It's got chicken in it, it's dehydrated. Awesome. Seal your bag thoroughly, okay? Now seal your bag. Now give it a good shake. That's just to get it all in there. Now, here we go. This is our soup. Now I'm going to get back here. I'm going to take all that, as much air out of it as I possibly can. And then, this is what we have left. That's a pretty good sized meal, folks. It really is. Now, let's compare the sizes of what we had. You can have two of these in your pack, or you can have one of these. One, and it's ready to go. Another option for this soup, a lot of times with Dave Canterbury, he showed the Slim Jims. Okay, this is Jack Link's beef steak. And it's sort of half dehydrated anyway, you know, it's smoked and so forth. But anyway, this stuff is delicious. Delicious, and adds more protein. And I tell you, I don't know about ladies, but a man, whenever he's eating a meal around here, you want a little meat. You want a little meat. You want to feel like you got something substantial in you. Noodles are great and all that, but they're just not, you just don't feel like your meal hit bottom and it's resting where it should. This comes in handy for that. Another option, Slim Jims. Slim Jim. These things, too, they don't take up very much room in your pack. You can take these, drop one in, kind of zip it back up. Now, you've got your soup stock and your soup base, your noodles, your ramen, and your Lipton soup. Plus, you've got a nice, good piece of meat there. So that's going to make a good meal. It really is. Nothing fancy, and we're not about fancy anyway, are we? But it will fill you up when it's cold. Oh my God, this stuff is awesome. We're going to go ahead and make some of this soup, and while it's cooking, we're going to show you a little Waitress hack that is going to help us out with our spices, because we want flavor. It was boiling till I put the fire out, and we're just going to add our soup. Now, want to get a little meat in there. Take our knife. Hell yeah. Jack Link beef steak, baby. That's what we're talking about here. Let's cut her up. Tell you what, you're gonna have to know what happened with this fire. Went out. Of course, it is an alcohol stove that I'm working with right now, so something happened. Take our trusty spoon. How you like that little wooden spoon I made the other day? Anyway, I'm going to give this soup a stir, and we're going to see about getting our spices ready. Went ahead and got the alcohol stove going again. Was using hand sanitizer at first, ran out, fire went out, so now I've got 91% isopropyl alcohol. As you can see, we're getting soot all over our damn pot. You want a really ultimate chicken soup. It's got some weight to it, but a wet pack of Tyson, grilled and ready. It's awesome. Spices in Bushcraft. Camping. Nobody wants to eat a bland meal. Waitresses, at least in my experience, have a little trick for keeping their spices. I know you've been to diners and so forth, and you got salt shakers, particularly sugar. Sugar with humidity, like a lot of other spices, wants to clump. So this is what I do. I don't know if you can see this really well. It's a little container. It contains two things, two components. One is I took a cotton ball and split it in two. The other thing is regular white rice. The thing about both of these is that they're desiccants. So if we can cut down on the moisture, then we don't have to worry about our spices and sugar and things like that clumping up. Made a little funnel here, pour a little rice in. Not a whole lot, a little bit. Now, take your cotton ball, and I'm going to use my spoon as a poker. Poke it down in there, and as it opens up, is it going to catch all the rice? Probably not, but it's sure going to cut down on how much of it gets into your spices when you're trying to use them. Got some good old Cajun spice going in here. There you have it. That's plenty. Give it a twist. Now you got a spice that's going to hold for a good long while. I have the same kind of deal going with my brew kit, but I've got a couple of brew kits. But this right here, this little trick, you're going to be glad you used it. We're going to get back to our soup. It needs a little spice. Alright guys, we're back here at our soup, and it is boiling like you would not believe. Okay, one thing I like to bring with me, and I'm always market with the WS, is Worcestershire sauce. The reason why I put Worcestershire sauce in my soup, I don't overdo it, is because it helps to balance that packaged taste that comes with this stuff. You know what I mean? It's that the preservatives and all that junk in it. And then I'm going to add some of my Cajun seasoning. Oh yeah, that's going to be some kind of good, buddy. Alright, get our spoon, give it a nice little stir, and got our steak, got our noodles, got our chicken, and I want you to see how hearty this stuff is. Okay, look what I got here. Recognize this? Comes in a Stanley Adventure series. I just can't get off of that. I just can't. I can't believe people hate the stupid cups. It's ridiculous. Yeah, my stove. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness Lord. Yeah. And here we go. There we go, guys. Like I said, got our steak in there. Let's give it a taste. Hell yeah. That's hotter than hell, but god dang, it's good. So to recap what we've been talking about, making a space-saving meal, for our packs. We also want a new twist to ramen noodles. Man, this stuff is thick. Not only is it thick and hearty, but the flavor is so much better. Next time you think about getting out in the woods, maybe you don't have time to go buy a mountain house or bring an MRE or something else from home that you want to cook, consider this as an option. I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's really, honestly, I mean, shit. This is like ramen noodles on steroids. It's incredible. And you got a lot more meat-wise. You got a lot more soup stock-wise. It's just better. Damn it. And don't forget about our little spice trick. You want to keep your spices flowing, not clumping. Use the Waitress trick. Put a little rice, a little cotton ball. You won't regret it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And I'll see you on the trail, maybe, one day, hopefully. Who knows? Take care. We'll see you.